This is no gimme game because it was a similar situation where the stars, the main rotation guys for Utah, didn't play.
No Markkanen, no Jordan Clarkson, no Rudy Gay, Colin Sexton all out today. Fontecchio can't find it from deep. Here comes James again in transition. He'll lean into Jones, draw the foul, and go to the line for 3 free throws. First foul on Jones and the first on Utah here in the quarter. First free throws of the day for LeBron James, 77% on the year. This is those numbers there. Since he turned 38 back on December 30th, his numbers have gone up from what he did in the first 2 months, which was pretty remarkable as it was. Tomorrow on ESPN and the app, we'll have the Wild and the Blackhawks. Minnesota just 2 points behind the Stars and the Avalanche in the Central Division with 3 games left. Coverage begins at 9 Eastern Time. Stanley Cup playoffs on the horizon. NBA postseason starts this week with the play-in tournament. And next Saturday on ESPN and ABC, it's day 1 of the 2023 NBA playoffs. Chris Dunn playing his 22nd game with Utah. Was with the Blazers for a bit last year. Nice pass inside as Jones gets the bucket.
Utah with an 18-12 points in the paint advantage.
Dunn had 14 assists in a win over Denver yesterday. He's got 3 already here. James too strong on that shot. Utah with a chance maybe to tie here. Fontecchio. Hachimura thought he was going to take the 3. Instead, he gets inside, hangs, and finishes. Beautiful move by Simone Fontecchio.
Love his level of aggression. I mean, he came in with the mindset to score it.
Beasley in traffic, fouled by Jones. He thought he had all ball. I think he did, but he got him with the body, and that's 2 on Jones. 27-year-old rookie out of Italy, Simone Fontecchio. Had a game-winning shot earlier this season to beat the Warriors back in December. Let's listen in to Lakers head coach Starham, who's mic'd up today.
We set the blueprint early on how we need to play, not just today to win this game, but going forward. Ball movement, everybody active defensively. This ain't about them just beating them. It's about us building our habits. Be consistent with our habits. Stay active, stay rebounding, stay the ball movement, pace, and ball movement down there. Take care of the rock.
And we asked Darvin Ham pregame, based on his experience on championship teams as a player and a coach, does he see it with this group? And obviously he's not going to say no, but his reasoning, as Fontecchio nails a 3 to give Utah the lead, his reasoning was the accountability amongst the players, which he said was not there early in the season. It exists now, and that's why he's very bullish on his team in the postseason. Davis, long 2, too strong. Long rebound to Beasley over the head of Jones, and now Reeves for 3. Takes it, but Austin Reeves. Every time it seems like they needed a big shot this season, he's there. That's 70 points in his last 3 games. Remember, last year in the regular season finale, he had a triple-double. May not have meant much to other players, but it meant a ton to him and his confidence because what a great year he's had here in 2023. Beasley commits the foul, his first.
Last 10 games as Austin Reeves checks out, the guy's averaging over 20 points on shooting splits of 58, 43, and 89. And when D'Lo went to the bench, who was commanding the point guard position? Austin Reeves.
It's amazing how when you get an opportunity, even if it's in these games where, you know, at the stage last year, the Lakers were out of the playoffs. If you have a big game, you put up big numbers, your confidence can really grow. James with a gorgeous move through the paint to get the layup. On the other end, Azubuike gets the dunk. Boy, looked like a foul on Gabriel, no whistle.
You have to love the spirit that Utah has consistently played with throughout the course of the year. And it hasn't mattered who's been in or out. And you know it's not easy for competitive professional players like Lowry Markkanen to sit this final 10 games. You're trying to understand the big picture. from the organization with the picks you have and positioning yourself for this particular draft, but that's not always easy. And it's certainly not easy on a first-year head coach.
Their chances, if they, right now, about 20% to get into the top 4. Davis missed it inside after the good look. Utah also has Minnesota's first-round pick, as we mentioned earlier. As I'm not sure what that was. Pass. You know what that was? Just a gorgeous look by James, and Beasley is fouled. What the contrast from one end to the other in terms of passing.
Yeah, LeBron James, just devastating in transition, whether for himself or others, leads the league in fast break points. Another 2 there.
We're back in LA, and I'm courtside with Utah Jazz centerpiece and NBA All-Star Lauri Markkanen. Lauri, this is your best season yet in the league since you entered in 2017. Where do you feel like your game has grown the most since joining the Utah Jazz?
Just being in the right situation. I think I've seen a lot of different coverage and defense-wise, so I've learned a lot. Definitely gotten better throughout the year. So that's a lot of credit to my teammates and staff to have this role, and I've been able to get better as a player throughout that. So.
Playoffs or not, there's still a lot of positives for this group to draw on going into the offseason. What excites you about the future of this franchise?
Just we have a lot of young guys that we've seen them progress throughout the year. So I know the future is going to be bright. Just the organization and staff that we have here, we're building a winning culture, and just seeing young guys making progress throughout the year. That's been the biggest thing, and just us getting on the same pace every day, that helps us.
Speaking of off-season, you intend to fulfill your mandatory military service for your home country of Finland. Do you know when you report?
Yeah, it's a week from Monday, so a week from now, and so we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. So.
Speaking of being excited, why is it important to you to serve your country?
Well, like I've been saying, we have to do it before we're 30, but I think we take pride in just fulfilling that obligation, and we obviously it's for your country, so it's all good.
Thanks for the time, Lauri.
Thank you.
Well, some guys go to the beach when the season ends, others go serve in the military. Pretty remarkable that even though Lauri said it's mandatory before the age of 30, that he's going to go do it. He was actually going to do it last year, Doris, when he was a member of the Cavaliers, but they got in the playing tournament. It was too late. Didn't want to mess up the rest of his summer in terms of basketball, but he will do it this offseason.
Listen, I understand that the reporting about this is that, he will go to a place specific to the professional athletes that have to serve the military. The fact of the matter is that doesn't change the geopolitical situation. Finland joining NATO, there's a lot going on over there, and Will Hardy will joke a little bit with him, but this is serious business, and we'll talk more about this on the other side of the break.
Talking before the break about Lauri Markkanen fulfilling his mandatory military service in Finland sometime this month. Other players who have enlisted in the military include Giannis Antetokounmpo, who did it after his third year, the summer of 2016, along with his brother Thanasis Antetokounmpo. David Robinson, of course. But as you said right before the break, the situation with Finland a little bit different based on where things are geopolitically in our world right now.
And apparently he can do this in more than one stint because, as you see, Anthony Davis, who has been exceptional all year as a second chance points opportunist, it's likely he's going to have to split up that amount of time because there's basketball to be played this summer, preparation for next year. But by the way, possession ball game in a situation where if you're the Lakers, you want to obviously get into the playoffs, or whatever the situation is today, you want to feel good. So we were talking about the Golden State Warriors has 78 points with 2 minutes to go. Steph Curry was talking yesterday about it's not just the wins that they want the vibe right. And if you're the Lakers, you're looking for that right now. Anthony Davis, back-to-back second chance opportunities. You'll love to see that.
He's got 8 points, 5 rebounds, but to your point, the Warriors are making a statement. The Lakers are struggling right now against the Utah team that isn't even playing its normal play. because of injuries and rest as well. And again, if the Lakers